There was a beggar living at a bus station. He survived by begging from the passengers sitting in the buses coming and going from there. One day while he was begging, he saw a tall man dressed in a suit. He thought, "This man looks very rich. If I ask him for alms, he will surely give me a good amount of money." The beggar started begging from the tall man. The man looked at the beggar and said, "Do you always keep asking? Do you ever give anything to anyone?" The beggar replied, "Sir, I am just a beggar. I always ask from people. I am in no position to give anything to anyone." The man said, "If you cannot give anything to anyone, then you have no right to ask for anything either. I am a businessman and I believe in give and take. If you have something to give me, only then will I give you something." Saying this, the man got on the bus and left. The beggar started thinking about what the man had said. He wondered, maybe I don't get much money in alms because I never give anything in return. But I am just a beggar. I am not in a position to give anything to anyone. Then he thought, how long will I keep asking without giving anything back? After thinking for a long time, the beggar decided that whoever would give him alms, he would give them something in return. But he had a question in his mind. When I am already begging, what can I possibly give to others? 2 days passed as he kept thinking about this question, but he could not find an answer. On the 3rd day, as he was sitting near the bus station, he noticed the flowers blooming on the plants around the bus stop. He thought, why don't I give flowers to people in return for alms? He liked the idea and picked some flowers from there. Now he went to beg inside the bus. Whenever someone gave him alms, he gave them some flowers in return. People happily kept those flowers with them. Now every day, the beggar would pick flowers and distribute them in exchange for alms. Within a few days, he noticed that more and more people were giving him money. He would pick all the flowers from the bus station, and as long as he had flowers, many people would give him alms. But when the flowers ran out, he would not receive any alms. This became his daily routine. One day while begging, he saw the same man sitting in the bus, the one who had given him the idea of selling flowers. He immediately approached him and while begging said, "Today I have something to give you. If you give me alms, I will give you some flowers in return." The man gave him some money as alms and the beggar handed him some flowers. The man liked this concept very much. He said, "Wow, amazing. Today you have also become a businessman like me." Saying this, the man got off at his station. Once again, the man's words deeply resonated with the beggar's heart. He kept thinking about them and felt very happy. His eyes started to shine. He felt like he had found the key to success that could change his life. He immediately got off the bus and looking up at the sky with joy, loudly said, "I am not a beggar, I am a businessman. I too can become rich." People saw him and thought that maybe the beggar had gone mad. From the next day, the beggar was never seen at the bus station again. But 6 months later, 2 men in suits were traveling in a bus at the same bus station. One of them shook hands with the other and said, "Do you recognize me?" The second man replied, "No, because as far as I know, we are meeting for the first time." The first man said, "No, think again, we are not meeting for the first time, but for the 3rd time." The second man said, "I don't remember. By the way, when did we meet the first 2 times?" The first man smiled and said, "We met twice before on this very bus. I am the same beggar whom you once told what I should do in life. And in the second meeting you told me who I really was." The second man, smiling and surprised, said, "Oh, now I remember. You are the same beggar whom I once refused to give alms to, and the second time I bought some flowers from you. But today, where are you going in this suit? And what are you doing these days?" The first man replied, "Yes, I am the same beggar, but today I am a big flower merchant, and I am going to another city for business." After pausing for a while, he continued, "You told me about a natural principle in our first meeting, that we only receive something when we give something. This principle of give and take really works. I have felt its impact very well, but I always considered myself just a beggar. I never thought beyond that. And when we met for the second time, you told me that I had actually become a businessman. That's when I truly understood that I was no longer a beggar, but a businessman. With the money I collected from selling flowers on the bus, I bought more flowers and became a flower merchant. The people here love flowers, and their liking made me a very successful flower businessman today." Both businessmen were happy now. When the bus reached the station, They got off together and continued discussing their businesses as they moved forward. Friends, this story teaches us a lot. The tall businessman knew the principle of give and take very well. He explained this formula to the beggar. The beggar adopted this natural principle, and its impact was clearly visible in his life. He changed his mindset and his life changed. If we change our thinking, we can achieve anything. To become great, we need to change our thinking and believe in ourselves. Success lies in our mindset. Boost your self-respect, expand your thinking, and see how you reach the pinnacle of success. If you know someone who needs motivation, be sure to share this video with them. Thank you.